What's up, everyone? My name is Brian Black. I'm the creator of the festival experience. Today I'm going to talk about Shambhala up in Salmo, British Columbia. It's a super unique festival, super small. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to get into with Shambhala, but anyways, we're going to start with the basics. So my goal is that if you're interested in Shambhala, I'm hoping this video will help you along your way and kind of make your journey easier and just kind of know what to expect as far as traveling and the process of getting into Shambhala. You know, just the different routes and the borders. You have to go across the Canadian border. It's amazing once you get there, but as with any festival, you know, getting there is half the battle. This was back in 2016 when I went. Shambhala is a great festival because it's an underground kind of family feel, really just a community vibe going on. It's on a private property. No unauthorized visitors. There's no police. From what I understand, there's really no police allowed. They have their own security. They actually have drug testing stations. So they're very supportive of the rave community in general and just keeping people having a good time and being safe and in a good environment that's fun for everybody. But anyways, to get to, let's see here, screenshots. Alright, so Shambhala is held at Salmo River, British Columbia, which is just north of the Washington, Canada border, kind of near Idaho. There's a few different crossings you can take. We took I-90 from Seattle, Washington. It's about, I think, like 7 hours or so. But of course, there's always variables when you're driving. One main variable to consider when you're driving up to Shambhala is which border crossing to take. Head into Canada. GPS says we're just over like an hour, I think maybe 2 hours at the most from the Shambhala grounds, so we should be seeing you soon. If you're coming from the East Coast, you know, or if you're heading east or west, just take I-90, or if you're heading from down south, make your way up to I-90. Head west, all the way over towards Washington, and then you know, you can kind of take your pick of border crossings and choose your own adventure once you get to like Montana or Idaho or Washington. But something to keep in mind with the border crossings is we chose to take the 31, which was what GPS told us to take. You know, it was the most direct route from Seattle. The problem with that, I mean, that was great because right when you get over the border, you're only 5-10 minutes from the turn to go on the dirt road up to Shambhala. But the problem is, it's a one-lane border crossing. So we got to the border crossing at around 9 or 10, give or take, and you know, which seemed like a pretty good time. I don't recommend this because it's a one-lane border crossing. It's about 15 minutes from Shambhala once you get over the border, but having said that, all the border crossing people know about Shambhala, and it's like, it's a guarantee that you're gonna get searched, and you're gonna get searched twice. The first time we walked through, or we're sitting there, well, first off, it's one lane, so it takes fucking literally like 4 hours just to get like anywhere. And once you eventually make it up close, there's the American border people, and they got their search dogs, and they got their fucking everything, and they come up and they ask you, like, you know, how much weed you been smoking today. They ask you fucking, where's the acid? They're like, oh, you're going to Shambhala, like, where's fucking this, where's the drugs, blah blah blah. And they fucking hit you hard at that fucking just standing there before the border crossing. And then you go about 15 feet further and go right into the Canadian border crossing, and those guys tear your fucking car apart. Anyways, don't bring drugs across the border. Have I said that yet? You drive about 15 minutes from the border. Shambhala. You see these people with flags, and it just looks like almost like people for a garage sale or like a fucking wedding or something. It's not like a huge sign that says Shambhala fucking blah blah blah. 3, 2, 1. So we got through the shitty border, all this fucking stuff, and then we got so excited that we drove up the road and forgot to go to the grocery store. Came here with 0 food, 0 ice.
I don't know, man. What does this fucking do? Turn the fucking shit around.
We got a little bit ahead of ourselves.
That's okay. So did like 3, 4, 5 other people. So we're good. It's not just us. We're not the only stupid people there are.
I like the way you work it.
Drove all night, no sleep, get to the border, fucking just clusterfuck over there. 2.5, 3 hours just to get to the fucking border. They rip the car apart, throw all our shit on the ground, don't even fucking repack my suitcase. We drive to the fucking thing, we get halfway up the hill. Oh, we don't have any fucking food or like cigarettes or alcohol or anything, so we drive back down the hill, which took like a fucking 30 minutes just to get down this fucking gravel hill again for some reason. And then we get to the fucking town, all the ATMs are broken, debit cards don't work in the store. We have to like, thank God I brought fucking money with me.
So just be prepared, bring cash with you. That's a lot easier than using your American debit card up there. You know, your debit card will work at Shambhala to get money out and stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't chance it at the one down in the town of Salmo because we didn't have much luck with that. You know, we get some alcohol. Alcohol is not allowed at Shambhala either, by the way. So we got some. We were thinking about bringing it in, but we ended up just drinking it in the waiting line. So started driving up the hill again, up the dirt road, and this time, you know, we made it all the way. And at that point, they kind of dump you off, and we had heard about this like Sunshine Pass, which you get to camp with your car. They're just like, you go ask somebody and you're like, yeah, I heard about the Sunshine Pass, and they're like, oh yeah, look for this person like waving one of these things or something. And, hey, we're trying to get a Sunshine Pass. Okay. You know, just pull over here and park, and they just didn't really tell us much. They're just like, you know, pull over here, park. And you just see a shitload of cars, you know, like any search line kind of thing, but they're just like, you know, I didn't really understand the rhyme or reason at the time, and just pulled over into this fucking holding tank. It's a lot of people and a lot of cars. We pull over and we park, and we just sit there, and, you know, we're literally like not moving, you know, and we see all these people with like tarps set up between their cars, and people are hanging out and like drinking, and we just start drinking our alcohol. We start meeting people and do things. So in theory, if you all drive in together, you all get pulled right in with each other at Shambhala. So anyways, we pull up and we're sitting there, we get out of the car, and it had been, you know, a couple hours and we haven't moved at all, and finished our alcohol. You know, at Shambhala, what they're really looking for is glass. They don't want alcohol, they don't want glass. So you learn quickly at Shambhala, you know, when you're sitting in the holding tank or when you first arrive into the campgrounds, that, you know, it's a super friendly atmosphere. Pretty much anything goes. Just be respectful and don't bring alcohol and don't bring glass. Day 2, Shambhala 2016, the festival experience. We're up here in Canada. We're at Shambhala Music Festival, and it was pretty fucking dope. You know, when you go to a festival, you want to remember where you parked if it's a camping one, because we walked in the daytime and forgot to take note of where we parked, and came out and it was dark and everything looked different and we felt different. And basically I never found my tent last night, so I found some dope neighbors, some random people that gave me like a couch, a blow-up couch and a blanket and everything, and woke up in the morning, found the car no problem. But anyways, don't forget to remember where you parked.